Good morning everybody. We are going to start with 7th standard lesson 1 of geography, that is environment. What do you mean by environment? Anything which we see around us is called as our environment. The air present here, the tube lights, the fans, the chair, the table, all makes my environment, or this is the classroom environment. If I go outside the classroom, if I go to the ground, I can see plants, birds, roads, vehicles, parking areas. All these constitute the ground environment, or we can call it as school environment. So anything which we see around us, maybe living thing or non-living thing, constitute our environment. So environment has two components: biotic environment and abiotic environment. Any living thing which is found around me is called as biotic environment, like trees, plants, animals, birds. And the non-living things which are present around us, like air, water, soil, bridges, classroom, school building, everything is abiotic environment. So now we can divide environment into different components. There are three components of environment: natural environment, man-made environment and human environment. Natural environment means anything which is found in nature, which is free gift of nature. Air, water, soil, plants, animals, birds, all these constitute the natural environment. What is man-made environment? If any natural thing is converted by human being to satisfy his need, it has become a man-made thing. The bridges, the school buildings, the cars, the vehicles, the roads, the transport system, everything comes under the man-made thing. So, all the things which we find around ourselves made by human being is called as man-made environment. Then what is human environment? We see human beings all around us. So humans are called as human environment. The people around us constitute the human environment. For an environment to sustain, there should be a relation between natural, man-made and human environment. Let us come to see the detail about the natural environment. Since land, water, air, plants, animals all constitute the natural environment, let us classify them into different headings. The land, which is natural environment, is part of lithosphere. What is lithosphere? Lithosphere is the hard top layer of the earth, which we call as land. So lithosphere contains rocks, minerals, and it is an irregular landform with mountains, plateaus, rivers, etc. And all this found on the land is called as lithosphere. The forests are found on lithosphere, minerals are found in lithosphere. We build houses on lithosphere, we do agriculture in lithosphere. So lithosphere is one of the important natural environment. Now I gave you example that water is also one of the natural resource. So the domain of earth where water is found is called as hydrosphere. Now hydrosphere means in sea water is available, lakes, ponds, rivers, oceans, all these things water is available. So water, the domain of earth where water is present is called as hydrosphere. And hydrosphere is necessary for all human beings, and not only for human beings but for plants and animals also, for their life to sustain. Then the third is atmosphere. The air which is present around us is the atmosphere. The gravitational force of the earth holds the air around us, or holds the atmosphere around us. The atmosphere consists of many gases, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, ozone, so many gases. And apart from gases, there are dust particles found in the atmosphere, there are water vapors present in the atmosphere. The foremost use of the atmosphere is it protects us from the ultraviolet rays that come from the sun. So atmosphere is one of the component of environment which is very useful for us. And the fourth component is the biosphere. A narrow zone of earth where life exists is called as biosphere. All the living things, plants, animals, they are present in the biosphere. Some part of lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere together constitute the biosphere. So the part of lithosphere where life is present, the part of hydrosphere where life is present, and the part of atmosphere where life is present, these three together make a narrow zone which is called as biosphere, where the life exists. So plants and animals all are part of biosphere. So environment is divided into three parts: natural, man-made and human environment. And the natural environment is again divided into lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Now to the next topic, what is ecosystem? Now we as human beings depend on plants and animals. So we all living things, we are all living things, human beings, plants, animals, all are living things. So living things when depend on each other, and we also depend on air, water and soil. So we are also dependent on non-living things. When human beings is dependent on plants and animals, that means there is relation between living things. When plants depends on human beings, or plants depends on animals, or animals depends on plants, this is the dependence of living things within each other or among each other. So there is a relation between living things also. All of us, whether it is plant, animal or human beings, they depend on non-living things also. That is our immediate surroundings, air, water. So these relation between the living things among themselves and the living things with their immediate surrounding, or the living things with the non-living things, together constitute a system called as ecosystem. So living things depend on immediate surroundings, like a plant has to depend on sunlight, plant has to depend on air, plant has to depend on water. So the plant is dependent on its immediate surroundings, and they are interdependent on each other. Here interdependent means living things depending on living things and living things depending on non-living things also. So both are interdependent on each other. So to define what is ecosystem, ecosystem is the relation between living organisms and the relation between organisms and their surroundings, which include air and water. So this together is called as ecosystem. Now there can be very big or large ecosystems also, or there can be small ecosystems also. Let us take a small ecosystem, that is pond ecosystem. In a pond, water is there, fish is there, frog is there, snakes are there, small algae, planktons are there. These all are interdependent on each other. The fish eat the small plants, then some bigger fish may eat the smaller fish. So these animals and plants are depending on each other. Also they are depending on the air and the water. As in the pond ecosystem, the living things are depending on each other, they are also depending on non-living things. Same is the case with forest. Forest has also its own ecosystem. River also has its own ecosystem. Desert, mountains all have their own small ecosystems. Let us come to the third classification of environment, that is human environment. Human has always modified the environment to suit his own needs. Previously, that means in olden days, humans used to live in perfect harmony with nature. But as the time went on, people started cultivating the land, growing crops, domesticating animals. They invented wheels. They started trade, and slowly transport developed, communication developed, industrial revolution occurred. And because of all these things, air pollution occurred, water table started depleting. So humans started altering the environment to suit his own needs. And here started the disturbance of natural environment. So the need of the hour is to maintain a perfect balance between natural environment and human environment. So this lesson basically deals with the idea that we should not destroy the environment, we should protect the environment, and we should live in perfect harmony and balance with the nature.